Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into the top 5 solo investments you can make in the game. Now, what do I mean by solo investments? Well, a lot of people think of investing as money, and while some of these things I'm going to talk about might have to do a bit with money here and there, for the most part, these are investments that are either going to save you time or make your life much easier in the future, making you be able to grind more money and have overall a much more enjoyable experience while playing GTA Online. So getting straight into it, we have the Ocelot Virtue. This is an absolutely incredible vehicle, and to be honest, it's really the only car you'll need for the majority of situations you're in. I mean, yeah, having a lot of cars is fun, but if you're going to start off, I would highly recommend to get your hands on something like the Virtue. Why? Well, first of all, this car is very fast. It's able to go upwards of 120 miles per hour, which on paper is about the same as a lot of sports cars, but the thing is, this vehicle is incredibly fast on its acceleration, and when you pair that with really good handling, this is actually one of the best lap time supercars in the game. Not only does this vehicle have really good lap time, but it also features Amani Tech upgrades, which means that you can upgrade this car to survive 10 explosions. You can also make it impossible to lock on with homing missiles, making it even more usable in just any public session that you're messing around with. And the final thing about this vehicle that's great is that you can get it for absolutely free if you participate in the first dose and last dose of the Los Santos Drug Wars DLC missions. To do these, it's going to take you probably about 5 or 6 hours in total, but the nice thing is you're also going to get your hands on the Brigade 6x6, which is going to give you the Acid Lab, and you're going to get about $700,000 in cash for doing these missions. So you're getting paid, you're getting a $2 million supercar, and you're getting a business to earn you money, all for this vehicle. Definitely worth the time. I would highly recommend to get your hands on at least some sort of Amani Tech vehicle, and personally I believe the Virtue is the best of the best. Keeping in line with Amani Tech vehicles, there's only one way to upgrade them, and that is owning an agency, which comes into our number 4 position. The agency is one of the most important purchases you can make in the game, not only because it's a great way of making money, but also down to the fact that it comes with a garage, and if you want to upgrade any Amani Tech vehicles, you have to own this property. Because of that, it's already mandatory. If you want to make it in GTA, especially in public lobbies, if you want to do sale missions or just not worry about being blown up, owning an agency is one of the most important purchases you can make. The property is $2 million. Not only do you get 21 garage slots, but you also get a business which allows you to make millions upon millions of dollars. If you complete 200 security contracts, you are going to make $20,000 every 48 minutes of passive income. You also have the ability to do the Dr. Dre VIP contract, which is going to pay you $1 million in about an hour and 10 to 20 minutes of work. We also have Payphone It's a great short and fast way of making money, and my favorite part about the agency, especially as a new player, is the fact that you can call in a free personal helicopter, being an agency Super Voltio right out of the roof. This makes completing security contracts or really any mission really easy. And this also counts as your own personal helicopter. What that means is if I land this helicopter on the ground, you will notice on the minimap that it has a blip, which means that it's not going to despawn, and I can still call out my own personal vehicle, and this helicopter will still be here. So overall, the agency is an absolutely incredible investment. It gives you a free helicopter, which alone is worth about $2 million. It gives you a garage, which is amazing. It gives you the ability to upgrade Amani Tech vehicles, and a way to make money. It is by far one of the most important purchases you can make in the game. Now we move on to the arcade, which is probably one of the most important early game purchases you can make by far. Why? Well, once again, it is ease of access and saving time. First of all, this business comes with a 10-car garage, which is great. It means that you can store any personal vehicles you want inside the garage area. But you also have an area where you can upgrade your weapons to Mark II variants, which we can see in front of me here. So if you purchase this area, you can upgrade all of your weapons. If you want the Sniper Mark II, Bullpup Rifle Mark II, anything like that, you can do it right in front of me. And then we arrive to the major reason why you would want to purchase an arcade, which is the Master Control Terminal. This terminal allows you to mess with every other business that you own in the game, or at least I should say most businesses. The two newest ones, being the Acid Lab and the Chop Shop, are not able to be messed with through this portal. However, the gun running bunker supplies you can order through here, you can sell, you can manage your staff, you can make your way over to the nightclub and you can manage your nightclub here, you can make sure your popularity is maxed, you can make sure you have the correct warehouse management, then you can make your way over to the meth and the weed and special cargo, air freight cargo, vehicle cargo. You can do all of your businesses from one singular spot, making it much easier to manage your wealth, to manage all of your goods at one area. And the nice thing about the Acid Lab is even though you can't control it from here, all you need to do is call Mutt on the phone as it is, and you'll be able to order your supplies. I should also mention that the arcade does have two other ways of making money. It has a great way being the Diamond Casino Heist. The only problem with that is you need two people, but you can also get daily income when it comes to your arcade. All you need to do is play the game, and every 48 minutes you're going to make $5,000. You can see just chilling in GTA today, I've made 25 grand. It's not a lot, but if you do play GTA quite a bit, you will make probably at least $1 million or $2 million off of this in maybe a month of playing, so not bad to just get some free cash. Now we arrive to the final two investments that you'd want to make in GTA. The first is what we're currently loading into, the Kosatka. This, well, I've talked about quite a bit in the past, and for good reason. The Kosatka has a couple different things in it that allow you to make a lot of money. The first thing is the fact that you can do the Cayo Perico heist. This alone is absolutely fantastic. Yes, I know the heist has been nerfed. People tell me every single waking second. Doesn't take away from the fact that it is still one of the most effective ways of making money in the game. On average, you will earn about $1 million completing the heist, and judging that it only takes you about 40 minutes, this is still the fastest way to net $1 million into your bank account. It can get pretty repetitive, but there are a lot of different approaches to completing the heist. In fact, I haven't even done all the approaches. So if you want to spend a little bit more time to try the different approaches and see the different ways and the fastest ways you can complete the heist, I actually think it's still pretty fun to do, to be completely real. So just alone, if you're a new player or you're even an experienced player and you don't own the Kosatka, I would highly recommend to save up for one. It is a super important purchase. There's a couple other things about the Kosatka that are pretty dang cool as well. You have these missiles, and these missiles are dangerous. I know a lot of people always talk about the orbital cannon and its abilities to, do a lot of damage. Well, these missiles are also quite dangerous. You see, the way they work is I'm guiding it right now, so it's basically like flying an airplane. I can control where it goes, I can do everything. So let's say I want to blow up, what do I want to blow up? How about a car that loads in? How about this black car right in front of us? Well, look how easy it is to control it. I'm 100% confident that we hit that car. Now you can imagine if you're trying to shoot at somebody that's flying a plane or really anything, you can sit in your submarine safe and shoot these missiles literally like 20 miles away. Well, not that far, but you can go basically about half the map, which is kind of stupid. And you have two different missile seats, and it's only a minute cooldown. So essentially, every 30 seconds, you can just spam missiles out of the sub, which makes you quite indestructible. There's a lot of cringe players that will abuse that, but it's still pretty dang dangerous. So the Kosatka is great in those reasons alone. There's also the fact that you can fast travel. If you hop into the main captain seat, the helm, you will notice that there are a couple different options. You have the dive and the fast travel. Now, after completing the Cayo Perico heist, the price tag will go from $10,000 to $2,000. So let's say I want to go from Procopio Beach, which is all the way in Paleto Bay, to, how about Vespucci Beach, which is directly next to my yacht and right on the beach of Los Santos. Well, in $2,000, I can travel right over there, and it's only going to take me about maybe 30 seconds at max. It's a very quick way to save time. Fast traveling is currently the most efficient way of getting across the map because of the fact that Rockstar has patched the actual fast traveling teleport method. So this is really fast. You can see it's been probably about 15 seconds so far. It just has to wait for the sub to stop, and there you go. We are now all the way, as you can see, in Los Santos at Vespucci Beach. So really, really nice. Overall, Kosatka, definitely worth the pickup for the money, for the fact that you can fast travel, and the ease of missiles. And then we arrive to the final thing, the first place position. And that is all the way in the back of our submarine, being this helicopter, the Sparrow. Now, the Sparrow is not a very cheap purchase. It's $1.7 million. However, I can guarantee that this will be the best $1.7 million you ever spend in the game. Why? Well, first of all, the Sparrow is a weaponized helicopter. It features homing missiles, and it features an infinite amount of spammable homing missiles. This is great, not because they're dangerous, but because if you ever have a mission or somebody just to warn, these missiles are great to do that. And I love using this helicopter, just slam missiles at any mission or gang attack. The helicopter also features flares. This is one of the only like 2 or 3 helicopters that features flares. This is great. It means that if there's a jet or anybody trying to shoot homing missiles at you in Oppressor Mark II, you can just spam these flares over and over and over, and it's going to be really, really hard to actually take you out of the sky, especially when you fly at a top speed of 168 miles per hour, making this the second fastest flying helicopter in the game. So the Sparrow's fast, it features flares, and the best part is it's completely free and easy to call in. For example, let's say that you're stranded on the top of Mount Chiliad and you want to get out of here. Well, you can't call in a car. Your mechanic's gonna say, tough luck, buddo, shouldn't have gotten stuck on the top of the mountain. And if you go over to manage vehicles, yeah, good luck calling in a Sea Sparrow. For example, let's call in a Bombushka. Let's see where it spawns. Most likely, it will be somewhere down here. And there you go, all the way at the bottom of Mount Chiliad. So, yeah, not gonna help me too much. But if I go to service vehicles, I scroll over to Kosatka and press Sparrow. Look at that. Right behind me, the Sparrow spawns. As long as you are near a road, your Sparrow will spawn. That is how easy it is to use this helicopter. It doesn't cost any money to call it in. It is super, super easy. And even though it looks like it's kind of wedged in the mountain, as you can see, this is a very, very easy takeoff. No problem whatsoever. My favorite part about the Sparrow is if it breaks. For example, let's parachute out of our Sparrow, right? Let's say I'm making my way over to a destination for a mission. So I jump out of my Sparrow and, oh my god, that thing's just gone. I thought it was gonna crash, but apparently it's just flying up and up. All right, well, give it a minute. We gotta wait for it to crash. This is honestly the first time I've ever seen a helicopter that doesn't just like spiral out of control when it goes down. Like, it's still going. There you go. All right, so our Sparrow blew up. And when your Sparrow blows up, if you go back to service vehicles and we go over to Kosatka, you'll notice to call it in, we have to wait 1:50 seconds. You don't need to call MMI. You don't need to repair it. It literally just gets automatically sent back to your Kosatka in 2 minutes. So if you're doing a mission and you jump out of your Sparrow to go pick up a car or something, by the time you've completed it, the Sparrow will already be back, immediately ready to call in. It is the best time saver in the game by far. I absolutely love using it, and I would highly recommend that you purchase one as well. So, hopefully all of you enjoyed today's video, and let me know if you did. Obviously, make sure to click that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.